Here's the updated timeline with the details about the South African developers' updates, setbacks, and other key milestones. Alternate development timeline for the Sega Spartan console 1999-2000, concept development, codenamed Dreamcast 2 1999. Sega begins preliminary work on a follow-up console to the Dreamcast, codenamed Dreamcast 2. The project is an internal initiative, spurred by Sega's desire to continue its console legacy after the Dreamcast's commercial struggles. 2000, concept development for the Spartan is put on hold as Sega struggles financially and ultimately exits the hardware market. 2001 to 2007, project pause and company focus shift. 2001-2007, following the Dreamcast's discontinuation, Sega focuses entirely on software development, supporting third-party publishers and developing titles for other consoles like the PS2, Xbox, and Nintendo GameCube. During this period, the Spartan project is put on indefinite hold due to Sega's shift away from hardware production. 2017 to 2020, development of the Spartan console. 2017, the South African developers begin working on the Spartan console concept, aiming to bring Sega back to the hardware market. They focus on blending nostalgic features with modern technology, with early discussions on a Dreamcast-inspired controller and a forward-looking console design. Controller development, the team begins designing a controller with a matte finish, rumble motors, a turbo button, and 50-hour battery life. Prototypes are created, but the team faces challenges with ergonomics and durability during the early stages. Despite the setbacks, the developers focus on refining the controller's comfort and button layout. 2018, the developers finalize the first draft of Spartan's console design. They encounter issues with sourcing parts for the prototypes, causing delays. This setback pushes back the intended timeline for hardware development. Controller testing, early controller prototypes are tested, and adjustments are made to improve the feel for both large and small hands. Issues with wireless range and battery life lead to further refinement, but the developers continue working toward their vision of a comfortable, long-lasting controller. 2019, after overcoming the initial setbacks, the developers finished the first full prototype of the Spartan console. They begin testing Spartan OS, the console's custom operating system, and work on ensuring compatibility with the range of game formats. However, issues with cooling and system optimization arise, forcing the team to revisit the internal hardware design. Setbacks, the developers run into unexpected hurdles with their hardware partner, leading to a delay in the console's full-scale prototype. This delay impacts the software development timeline, and the team shifts focus to fine-tuning the user interface of Spartan OS, though much progress is made in software development. 2020, as the year comes to a close, the developers manage to finalize the hardware prototype, overcoming key setbacks related to heat management and component shortages. The team works with their factory partners to source more reliable components, and Spartan OS is refined to support a 4K gaming experience. 2022, pitch to Sega and partnership formation. 2022, after years of development, the South African developers pitch the Spartan console to Sega, showcasing their work so far. Sega, recognizing the potential of the project, agrees to enter into a partnership, providing additional resources and manufacturing support. Rebranding, with Sega's backing, the Spartan project undergoes a rebranding to align with Sega's legacy while appealing to modern gamers. Additional features, like enhanced backward compatibility with older Sega games and 4K streaming capabilities, are added. 2023 to 2024, final design, prototyping, and testing. 2023, the partnership with Sega accelerates the development process. The final design of the Spartan console is refined to include cutting-edge AMD architecture, graphics capabilities, and VR support. The team works on mass production of components. Controller updates, the 6-button controller is introduced, featuring ergonomic tweaks and an improved analog stick layout. Prototypes are tested by users to ensure the buttons are comfortable for all hand sizes, addressing the issues from earlier models. Testing issues, despite the progress, The team faces issues with wireless performance and battery life during real-world testing. The controller's range is inconsistent, leading to further delays as they refine the wireless technology and optimize the battery. 2024, Spartan OS updates and prototyping delays. 2024, the developers work on finalizing Spartan OS and integrating new features, such as advanced online services and a custom digital storefront. However, additional delays occur as the team struggles with system software integration and compatibility with third-party applications. Hardware and software integration. The team faces unexpected issues with the integration of the operating system and new hardware features, such as 4K video output and digital storefront compatibility. These delays push the projected release date further into 2027. 2025 to 2026, pre-launch preparations and software updates. 2025, as the console nears the final stages of development, the team revisits the design to further refine the user interface, which continues to receive feedback from beta testers. Issues with game compatibility on Spartan OS are worked through, and improvements to online services are added. Controller and console testing. Extensive testing of both the console and controller reveals minor issues with cooling systems under prolonged use, but the team resolves these issues in the final prototype. 2026, with most of the development setbacks resolved, the Spartan enters pre-launch phase. Marketing campaigns begin to generate excitement around the console, and Sega announces partnerships with key game developers for exclusive titles. Spartan OS is fully optimized for 4K gaming, VR experiences, and digital streaming. 2027, official launch. 2027, the Sega Spartan console officially launches after a decade of development. Despite the lengthy development process and multiple setbacks, the console offers 4K gaming, VR support, and a digital storefront, along with a robust game library of both new and classic Sega titles. Controller features. The Spartan controller, with its ergonomic design, rumble motors, turbo button, and extended battery life, is well received by users. It's praised for its comfort and wireless performance after addressing earlier setbacks. Console reception. The console attracts attention for its blend of retro appeal and modern technology. While it faces competition from Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, it gains a dedicated following from retro gaming fans and those seeking unique features. 2027 to 2028, updates and expansion. 2027, Sega continues to support the Spartan with software updates, adding more exclusive titles, additional accessories, and expanded online services. The Spartan's library grows with third-party developers getting on board. The Spartan controller receives a revision with improved battery life and wireless charging support. 2028, the Spartan expands to new regions, and more special editions of the controller are released, including limited edition colors and designs tied to specific game releases or milestones. This updated timeline now includes the setbacks the South African developers faced during the 2017 to 2020 period, such as component shortages, hardware testing issues, and delays in integrating the operating system and final hardware. Despite these challenges, the project eventually progresses with Sega's backing and culminates in a 2027 release. For many,